Coming up this week, we get pulled over by the German police, put Sheila through her paces on the Nurburgring, see how the whiskey goes down with the locals, get caught trespassing, and go through the weirdest town we've ever come across. The day's arrived, it's 4:30, been up since 4, heading to the tunnel, sun's rising, beautiful day, the adventure begins.
Here we go.
Mileage, as we're setting off, heading to the Channel Tunnel, we are through passport control.
Ooh la la.
En plus, pour toute intervention vitrage, on vous pose gratuitement des balais d'essuie-glace Bosch. Ça aussi, c'est un plus pour votre sécurité. C'est jusqu'au 16 juillet.
Stay
right, we're off. We're on the track.
Nurburgring.
Nurburgring. I can't say it. It's KPH.
You know, they come flying up in your mirror, speeding on a racetrack, eh?
I would have thought it. And a Gila speeding on a racetrack.
I'm struggling to get up the hill.
I love that we just added another loop to our rally.
Absolutely.
That's so cool.
I'm amongst the pack.
Jesus, they're all coming now.
We're in the pack, guys.
Oh.
We're not designed for this.
Did you beat us? I think I was
Megan, what was your?
What was yours?
Go on, say it again.
18,
Yeah, 18.
50.
Ah!
What are you guys doing?
18.5! Yes!
Wait, did you stop? Did you stop?
We're back on the road, normal road. That was epic.
That was. So that's first time ever on a racetrack. First time ever, I don't know, pushing this car like that.
Yeah, this car's definitely not been pushed like that before.
No, the brakes shuddering, the engine was very, very hot.
Yeah.
And she was, you know, not many racetracks in the world, but you're doing second on hills, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that was just amazing, wasn't it? So much fun.
So we end up in the middle of the pack and I'm just there like, looking to one side.
To the right.
So yeah, that was fantastic. We're now going to try and push. It's currently 10 to 7 and we're going to try and push through to make it to the Czech Republic, potentially past Prague. Where we're driving, the views are absolutely stunning. Get yourself in a Gila, turn it into a camper and just head around the world for charity, okay? Because you get to see some incredible places.
It's day 2. We made it about 2/3 through Germany last night. Found a little camper van place to stop up. No facilities, but lots of space. And so now we have to find the Poopingplatz.
Yeah.
Bitte.
Follow me.
Yeah. We're just getting pulled over by the German police. We thought it was about to happen because they pulled in front of us and didn't look too happy about us. So. And they've been pulling quite a lot of lorries over.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Woher kommen Sie denn? English?
English.
English,
Okay,
yeah, very
you're
sorry,
coming from
yes.
right now.
Driving license,
Yeah, sure.
registration book
We came from
and
the UK
passport,
yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got,
And now
my
you're on the way
international
to
driving
holiday.
permit there.
On the way to the Czech Republic to see a friend for now.
And your national
And then
driving
we
license?
travel
From the
all
UK,
the way
yes.
to Asia. And then all the way to North
Where
Africa.
are we?
And then all the way to Nordkap. For charity.
There you go.
Wow, sounds great. You finished the Asian Highway #1
Yeah.
in Japan.
Oh,
Wow.
Yes,
Oh.
and remember this. I think it's also available as the UK version of
we will.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Nightmare.
This monkey.
I know, he's an absolute chancer, isn't he? He's terrible with
Who's this?
Boris Johnson.
Oh God.
Not a good idea. In that reason, be careful.
Okay.
I think it might be the the last chance before you go to prison.
Yeah.
Hey, okay, but
Amazing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, have a
Scary.
good trip.
Thank you
Thank
ever so
you so
much.
Okay,
much.
drive
Thank you very
carefully.
much.
Thanks.
When you feel tired, you make a stop. Yeah, it's very important.
Yeah, we
Of
will.
course.
We'll sleep and make sure we
Yeah.
get
Okay,
enough rest.
you
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
Thank you very
you
much.
so much.
Lovely to
Good
meet you.
trip.
Thank
nice
you.
All the best.
You
Thank
take
you
care.
very much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a good time.
It was okay in the end.
Yeah.
Friendly. Breakfast on the road. Overnight
Yummy,
oats.
yummy,
Bit of fruit. Happy days.
Whilst we're on the Autobahn, we thought it's probably a good idea, before we get to the Czech Republic, to see how fast we can get Sheila. 80, 85, 87, 90, in a camper. Voila. I think we're going to have to safely say she can make it 90.
Got the essential stuff.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Doug's got a new ride. Still the fastest colour. Crossed over into Slovakia. It's like there's a surround sound system in the village or something. There is. There's a surround sound system in the village. That is so bizarre. It's freaky, man.
It's like an abandoned city going.
Yeah.
Love this. Yeah.
Everyone else ran indoors because we arrived.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Thunderbirds are go, we'll say. Thunderbirds are go. Ding 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 ding.
That's probably the creepiest town I've ever been in.
Really?
Yeah, that was so weird. I've never been through a town with a tannoy system and they're just like talking. It's just bizarre.
So here we are at the castle, which name I cannot pronounce. This is a castle in Slovakia, which has a sort of urban legend, I guess, that the queen that ruled it back in 1611 was a vampire queen. The queen who lived in this castle was called Elizabeth Batarovia, Batariova. Doesn't she look like a bundle of fun? Because apparently she killed virgins and drank their blood to stay young. It all started off when she started murdering servants, and then she started getting young women from the local villages, murdering them too, and torturing and murdering them, should I say. She then opened a school for the nobility, for girls from the noble families. They came here, and that's when her downfall began, because these daughters started disappearing. The nobility went, what the hell's happened to my daughter? And basically they investigated the place, found rooms full of dying and tortured women, and effectively she was arrested. She was arrested along with her staff, their accomplices, who had their fingertips pulled off and thrown into a fiery pit, whilst the queen herself was locked or walled into a tower where she was just fed through a slot in the wall for the next 4 years until she died. Down from the castle, and we just thought we'd say how beautiful this country is. Slovakia is not somewhere that I've ever thought it's going to be my holiday destination of choice. I've not really heard much about Slovakia, but you come here and it is stunning, absolutely stunning. Like, the vistas are incredible. So next time you're driving through Europe, make sure you stop at Slovakia. 1, Hungary.
Just in traffic at the moment in Budapest. beautiful city. Not
stunning.
right in the centre, but it's still beautiful architecture.
It's incredible.
And we are heading to the train graveyard. The train graveyard was all locked up, so instead we decided to do a little bit of trespassing and got caught.
David, we've got stairs, mate. Going up. Oh. Hello?
They tried to talk to us in Hungarian. Obviously we didn't understand, so we gave a very British apology, turned round and walked out.
So here we are on the Romanian border. It's the first border we've had so far. We've had to queue, waiting out, I guess.
With the yak! Just realised we are sitting in the queue for the EU border bit, and we're not the EU anymore, are we?
Bloody
Actually,
Brexit.
fingers crossed, the other line looks like it was moving a bit better.
Currently reversing backwards out of the border checkpoint.
We are in Romania, just crossed the border, driven a little bit. It's quite industrial so far, but there's also kind of just a lot of derelict industry, but we're really interested to see what else the country has to offer. Little heart in the mouth moment there in Romania, driving along, leading the convoy, Yaka behind us, and a police car comes up behind them with their lights flashing, and we're like, oh no, they're gonna pull the yak over. And then they overtake the yak, and they're behind us, and they indicate right, and I'm like, oh god, I think he wants you to pull over. Not good. And then he took a right turn and it was all fine. Long, straight, narrow. They are just being led away by a man speaking Romanian, and we have no idea what he's saying.
So this is really bizarre. We've just arrived at our campsite in Romania. Effectively it's closed, but an elderly gentleman who is, I assume, the groundskeeper, has talked to someone on the phone, said we're welcome to go and stay. He's talking to us in Romanian as if we fully understand what he's saying. We've said English and tried our best to mime that we don't understand, and he just continues to talk to us. So he's currently here with us now. I've given him a dram of whiskey. I said, good, bad? And he went, no. So yeah, we're just setting up for the night in what is, I think is actually this part here, I think is a sort of old communist, socialist holiday camp. There's some newer buildings down the hill, but this is where we're staying up on the top of this hill, and we've got the sunset behind us. Oh, it's going to be amazing.
Under my foot on the seat is a massive wasp that flew in the window, smacked the ceiling and landed on me. Absolutely scared the crap out of me whilst we were on the motorway. So I'm not moving my foot until we've pulled over and I can jump out of the car. We are driving through Romania and we are just heading towards the start or the northern point of the Transfăgărășan road.
One of the best driving roads in Europe. It's going to be a real challenge because it's all a big mountain pass. So we've got to get little Sheila all the way up with all her weight on board. We've got extra fuel on the roof. See, it's going to be a big test for her. I reckon it'll be third or second gear the most of the way. So yeah, fingers crossed we make it to the top without overheating.
It's early finish to our driving today. Fingers crossed. We've tried to do it every day so far and failed miserably.
Yes.
Let's see how we get on. The mountains in front of us are looking insane. can just see the road winding up the mountain ahead of us, and it just keeps on going, just hairpin after hairpin.
She's definitely got it in her. We got the heating on full blast, keep this engine cool.